What is one thing you are still angry about years after it happened? 1. 37 years ago I was 5 and had spent 2 years saving up $10 worth of pennies. I used to count them. 10 pennies in a pile, 10 piles is $1. Kept them in an empty coffee ground can. One day the jar was empty and we had pizza for dinner. She made me thank her boyfriend for the pizza. 2. 20 years ago my dad got choked out by a detective because he requested a lawyer before he talked and they grabbed him by the neck and pushed him against the wall. He ended up crushing my dad's esophagus and it doesn't sit right in his throat anymore. He never got in trouble for it. 3. I was kicked out of a bar spelling bee for spelling a word correctly. The word was Lilliputian. Like from Gulliver's Travels. I spelled it correctly. They had it without the double L. I showed them I was correct and they still wouldn't let me back in the spelling bee. This was like 5 years ago. I'm still super bitter. 4. 20 years ago, I was standing on my back porch talking on the phone. This cop comes out of the forest behind the house, soaking wet and covered in mud. He walked right up into my yard and I asked if he needed help. He told me to get my fat butt back into the house or he'd arrest me. I just stood there as that cop walked through my yard and away to wherever he was going. 5. During the COVID lockdown I graduated from college. It was a huge deal, I was the first in my family. They did a Zoom ceremony and the presenter accidentally skipped over my name. My family was all watching, waiting for them to call my name for the School of Nursing via live stream, and of course the presenter never did. It was just as devastating for them as it was for me. I will never forget my mom saying, "I don't understand, our name should have been there." Our name. Ours. I was graduating for us. 6. My grandmother blaming me for the nails in her tire. I was freaking 6 years old and she lives in the middle of nowhere. It was like 25 years ago and I will never forget the scolding I got from her for it. Effing psycho. 7. I'm still bitter and angry about my high school Spanish teacher giving me a bad grade on a poem assignment. I used a word she didn't know, but was a valid word I checked in my dictionary. She initially accused me of cheating and after I showed her my rough drafts and explained how I'd come by the unusual words I'd used, she then still gave me a D for the assignment. 8. Not getting any callbacks from detectives after my daughter passed away.